Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. We're continuing our Yorkshire adventure. Behind me here, I have obviously Kim. We have Andy from Out and About with Andy with his lovely wife Fiona. Mrs. Out and About with Andy. And today, he's going to show us around Saltburn. Saltburn-by-the-Sea, but most people call it Saltburn. So we'll take you with us and we'll see some of the sights. You have to excuse the horrible noise behind me. There's a bit of a building work going on with a radio that hopefully won't get me a copyright strike, but that's a quick view down to the beach. We're going to walk down that way and do whatever Andy tells us to do. Right, we've got a nice little bit of information for this building behind us there. Andy's going to tell us all about it, aren't you, Andy?
Well, that used to be the hotel in Saltburn, the Premier Hotel. That was built by the Pease family, who actually pretty much invested so much money into Saltburn and built Saltburn as a resort back in the 1800s.
Wow.
And yeah, that was their flagship hotel. Sadly, it's now flats.
That's what happens to all of them eventually, but
Definitely.
Good info. Liking it. Nice little view there. We are parked up at the top, up on Marine Parade. You'll be glad to know it's all free parking up at the top where we are. Andy's sussed us out a nice route, which is walk down first, and hopefully we'll get a lift back up on the tramway, which is a funicular railway, but we'll see that a little bit later. We're just coming up on the bandstand up on the top here.
In years gone by, Saltburn had 3 bandstands. They were located on the pier head, which was lost due to bad weather, Valley Gardens, which was destroyed during the Second World War by a bomb, and finally one in Hazel Grove, which got left in a state of disrepair. The current bandstand, designed by local architect Peter Fenton and featuring decorative security screens by local ironsmith James Godbold, was opened in July 1997.
Dropping down through the park here. Nice smell of wild garlic, and it's a beautiful day today as well. Behind us we have the Albert Memorial. We're going to take a look at that now.
Locally known as the Albert Memorial, this was originally the entrance to Barnard Castle's first railway station, built in 1856. In 1861, the passenger station became redundant, and Henry Pease, who was the director of the Stockton-Darlington Railway and founder of Saltburn, ordered it to be dismantled and sent here.
We're continuing our way down. We've got a mixture of steps and quite steep paths, so if you are coming, be a bit careful. Down through the Valley Gardens, down towards the river, I think. Like I said, Andy is guiding us today, so we're in his hands. So wherever we show you is what he's showing us. Don't forget to go and check his channel out. It will be in the description. In fact, he's got 2 because he's got a photography channel as well, so I'll link them both. So please do go and check them out. We just walked through the kiddies play area at the bottom of those little descents. There's a miniature railway that runs along here that Andy's just told us, so if we get tired later we may or may not run the train back. It's very nice. We're at the bottom of, I think it's Valley Gardens, and then we head this way towards an Italian garden where apparently there's a nice coffee shop, so we're going to hit that. There's a station there for the Saltburn Miniature Railway. Nice little touch. I guess this is the end of the line as it doesn't go any further. Little platform. Hopefully it's running a bit later. I've been reliably informed by Andy that it is.
This turned out not to be true, and also not the only time today Andy's information wouldn't be quite right.
And we're heading up towards the Italian gardens and tea rooms over this very nice looking bridge. Nice relaxing little spot. Seeing the river come through and the light there. I've seen a couple of fish rise as well, so it looks like it's healthy and thriving. I'll just drop down onto this little beach area down by the river. It's all very nice. We're enjoying our little wander along with the guys. It's all very pleasant.
This is the Saltburn Garden.
So we've come up a little bit of a slope there from the river to the Italian garden, and we're going to grab a cheeky coffee. Speaking of which, if you are enjoying all our videos, don't forget, check out ways you can support the channel. I'll leave all the links down below, including buying us a coffee. We really appreciate it, and it does help us get out and about, see what I did, and bring you to these places if you can't see them yourself. Now we've just had a nice cup of coffee there, and I was introduced to a ginger parkin, which is like a big giant ginger nut biscuit, which was quite nice. Keep us going for a bit. And we've just going to take a quick look at the Saltburn Woodland Centre. Not even sure if it's open, to be fair, but yes, nice cup of coffee, apart from being totally eaten by green fly. Other than that, very nice. There's a very pretty little garden and a very pretty little person here. Look. Hello. Are you enjoying your day in Saltburn-by-the-Sea?
It is wonderful.
Yes. Back down onto this little station for the miniature railway, and we're going to head towards the seafront now in Saltburn and hopefully take in the pier, which has got a quite interesting history, and we'll tell you a bit more about that when we get there. Make our way back along. Just one thing that we're picking out on this bit of our little wander is the swathes of the wild garlic up there behind us, and up the other bit of the bank, absolutely everywhere. Really nice. It's going towards what I'm assuming would be the engine shed, where the engines are for the little miniature railway. We're heading towards the seafront, and hopefully I won't regret wearing shorts. I noticed the hardened northerner that's with us. He's got jeans, hoodie, spare jumpers, coats. They're well hard up here. Just a quick look here at the signal sculpture. So I'm informed by our guide. Very nice. Nice to see a little installation on a public space, as you can see there, just mimicking the train signals on there. Very good. We're made down towards seafront, and we are going to head up onto the promenade bit. I'll give you a bit of a look along the front. It's just down on the seafront. Like I said, we're coming up on the beach. A few surfers making the most of the breakers there. There's the pier. We'll have a look at the pier in a bit. We're going to head this way first. In true British Seaside style, Andy's decided to walk on the wall, but I have refused to hold his hand while he's doing it. Well, I was hoping to get a nice little shot of somebody catching a wave there. Me and Andy are both stood here waiting in anticipation, but every time we try they tend to either fall off or don't bother, so you get the idea. Very popular with surfers. And just like every seaside town and village everywhere in the country, and possibly the world, there's always a ship in. Impressive view of the cliffs up that end there, and obviously the seafront down here on the beach. It's early May, the sun's out, bit of spring sunshine. What more could you want? Love it. Up here on the Yorkshire coast. There's a little bit of ASMR-ing about for you. Sounds of the sea. And you can definitely see why it's popular with surfers. Looks like a very good spot. We're just going to make our way towards the pier over here, which has had a bit of a hard life. I'm told it is the last remaining pier on this part of the coast, and I'll tell you a bit about it now.
Opened in 1869, it was originally much longer, and steamer excursions to Middlesbrough, Scarborough and Hartlepool used to operate from it. Unfortunately, a huge gale in 1875 took 300 feet from the end of it, and it was deemed too problematic to replace. Struck again by a storm in 1900 and hit by a ship in 1924, the bad streak of luck continued. During the Second World War, sections of the deck were removed to stop enemy ships landing, and they were only replaced in 1952. In 1953, gales damaged it again, taking 5 years to repair. And in 1961, it happened again. By the early 1970s, it was deemed too dangerous, and by 1975, it was proposed to be demolished. After a successful Save the Pier campaign, restoration finally took place, although it was shortened to what we see today.
Hopefully later on we're going to use the funicular tramway there, so that we don't have to walk up these steps. As you know, I love steps.
This doesn't look very open to me, Andy.
Well, after us saying all the way along that we were going to use the Saltburn cliff hoist to get back up the cliff, guess what? Tuesday 6th of May, which is today, it's closed. So Andy has now offered to piggyback me up all the steps. He doesn't know yet, but that could happen. Right, let's take a little walk on to the pier itself. Get the full experience. Like I said, the last remaining pier on this part of the coast. There it is in all its glory. I hope you can hear me alright with all this wind up here. As piers go, it's a very nice pier. Like I said earlier, it's had a few disasters in its time, been shortened a few times. But who doesn't like walking along a pier at the seaside? So just walking up the pier, just got stopped and asked to take a photo by that family behind me. And I said I can take the photo on one condition: you subscribe to the channel. So if you guys are watching this and you've had your photo taken with Watto, big shout out to you. Drop a message in the comments and let me know if you're watching. A few of the guys fishing there up on top of the end of the pier with a noisy dog. Luckily I don't think he's frightening away the fish. Just walking along the main promenade bit. You've got your usual crazy golf, we've got arcades, there's arcades on the pier there, lots and lots of options for food, as long as you like fish and chips. Quintessential British seaside, very nice. Just coming up on a nice row of beach huts here, which no doubt both Andy and Kim, being the photographers in the group, will be snapping away at some point looking for some nice compositions. Always enjoy seeing beach huts when you're down by the seaside. Most of them are very expensive and actually change hands for the price of houses these days. But I guess if you've got one, then you've got somewhere to come every single time, and you can change. You'll have a little kitchen in there. Spend a nice day by the beach. Well, like I said, very nice to see these beach huts along here, and these particular ones are they're all named after monarchs apparently. Although I've just spotted a Brian, a Shirley and a Jessica, so if you know what monarchs they are, let me know in the comments. Oh, we're just making our way. We've had a very nice lunch in the Ship Inn. We've now built up the courage to try and tackle the hill, because Andy arranged for the cliff-top tramway to be closed on our day of visiting, so we've now got to make our way back up there, which is where the car is. So if we're still alive at the top, I'll bring you back then. Right, so I'm now being led by Andy
Up the steps of
and
doom.
we're going to tackle the steps of doom to the top. And because we're complete gentlemen, we've left the ladies at the bottom, and that should get us at least some brownie points, shouldn't it?
It should, hopefully.
Definitely. Right.
We'll visit us in hospital.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Right, let's make a start, shall we?
Yep. Let's go.
I don't think there's going to be much vlogging on the way up, so we'll probably catch you at the top
No.
in a bit. We get a little respite now and again. We are getting there. Woo! Things we do to get brownie points, eh? Right, that's the first flight. It's just tactical. Yeah, I just want a quick look at this view, and actually, because
not so we can breathe again.
we don't come up very often, so we'll continue on in a minute. So it is actually a very nice view from up there, so I'm sure we'll appreciate it once we get there. And we're just going to keep going up, because the only way is up.
So this is the...
Like I said, that was the original plan, and they're doing maintenance on it, which is a good thing, I suppose, because you don't want to know that they're not doing maintenance on it. So that would have been our journey up, but we don't get to ride the tramway, which is a shame, because it's really nice seeing these things kept in good working order, and a nice little feature here in Saltburn. But hey, we did the steps instead. Okay, feeling the burn, and we're nearing the top. Oh. There we are, more or less, a little tiny bit more, but hey, never mind, we made it. I'm glad we did that, actually, Andy, that was very good. A little bit of cardio. He'll talk in a minute.
Yeah. I need a heart transplant right now.
A little bit of cardio. We are going to drive back down the cliff. We'll collect the ladies in a minute, and that'll pretty much brings us to the end of our little wander around Saltburn-by-the-Sea with Andy. Don't forget, check his channels out. I'll put both links to both channels down below, and if you've liked it, you know what to do. Get your thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you somewhere next time. Say goodbye, Andy.
Goodbye, Andy.
Goodbye, Andy.